God says, a car is about to stop near you and the person inside has been looking for you for weeks. Archangel Michael says, the sound you're about to hear is not an ordinary engine, it carries destiny and it's a car is moving slowly, guided by something higher than GPS, and inside it sits someone whose eyes have searched for you endlessly. For weeks now, they've wandered through places, names, voices, none could replace your presence. They have thought of every path you might walk, every street your shadow might cross. This isn't about curiosity, it's a soul longing to reconnect. Something deep inside them pulled them toward you, and now they're closer than ever. Every turn they took brought a vision of you. Every moment of silence became a prayer asking the heavens to lead them. The road has tested them, but they never gave up the search. You don't know how many nights they've sat behind that wheel, asking the sky for one more chance, but now, that chance is coming, rolling gently closer to where you are. Type Amen to get blessing 333. They aren't coming to surprise you with words, they're coming with presence, with clarity. This time, they carry more than emotion, they carry understanding. It's been heavy on their chest for weeks. They've watched streetlights blur through their windshield while your name echoed in their thoughts. Their soul has been restless, eyes scanning crowds. Heart pacing every time someone resembled you. And tonight, they know they're getting near. You'll hear the of that vehicle before you see it. The presence will announce itself through a shift in energy. Your spirit will feel it before your eyes confirm it. They've rehearsed what they'll say, but your face will likely undo every practiced word. Because seeing you will feel like breathing for the first time again. You are oxygen they've missed. Type Amen to get blessing April 2022. They are not the same person who walked away or disappeared. These weeks have sculpted their heart into something new. Not softer, but truer. The car stopping near you is not fate knocking, it's purpose arriving. It's the echo of something left undone, now seeking closure or continuation. They didn't stop looking because the world grew quieter. They stopped searching other places because their heart told them where you would be. And now, everything inside them is pointing right toward you. They aren't chasing a fantasy. They're seeking a connection that once made them feel alive, a presence that was different from anything they've known. Type Amen to get blessing 517. Their silence wasn't absence. It was confusion, fear, awakening. But the fog has lifted now, they know you've grown. They feel it. That's part of what drew them back. You became the peace they couldn't find anywhere else. You were still, even when they were scattered. Now they want to be still with you. The car that carries them holds not just a body, but a decision, a revelation. Something clicked deep within them. And it led them to your path. Type Amen to get blessing 603. Archangel Michael says, when they step out of that car, they won't come with demands. They'll come with truth. Their energy will be calm but intense. They have nothing but time to give now. Time to listen, time to be present. Time to stay. The streets they've driven were filled with lessons. Every mile stripped away old pride. Every hour in the driver's seat reminded them of your value. They are not coming to explain everything, you don't need explanations. You need presence. And they are bringing it. Type Amen to get blessing 710. They were led to you not through logic, but alignment. There's something divine about the way their journey ends at your feet. It was always meant to. You don't have to open your heart right away. But their arrival is proof that energy travels silent, sacred, unstoppable. This vehicle is not just transportation, it's a messenger. It carries not just them, but the moment your spirits might speak again. When they stop, the world may feel still for a moment. As if heaven paused everything just for this. Type Amen to get blessing 842, they've seen your smile in strangers. Felt your presence in songs. You never left them. You just stayed quiet. Now they're ready to hear what you never had the chance to say. They are ready to receive your silence, your truths, your transformation. Your name, once a memory, has become a mission. They had to find you, not to relive the past, but to see if something new can grow. The closer they came, the louder your soul called out. That's not coincidence, that's alignment in its purest form. Type Amen to get blessing 900. They've parked in many places. None felt like home. But this place, this moment, feels different. You are not just someone they miss. You are someone they need. Someone their soul recognizes. This car, this return, is not about comfort. It's about clarity. You'll feel it in how they look at you. You may not say much at first. But your spirit will respond. And they'll feel it. Type Amen to get blessing 1001. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks. With contributions of up to $20, they've imagined this moment more than once. But nothing could prepare them for the realness of it. For the way your energy would wrap around them without a word. They're stepping out not with apology, but with presence. Not with a script, but with surrender. They are no longer hiding behind pride. They will wait. They will sit near, not to push, but to feel. Not to rush, but to reconnect. They will respect your silence. And if you speak, they will listen like it's sacred. Because it is. Type Amen to get blessing 1120. You were not forgotten. You were never a memory, you were always a destination they hadn't yet reached. They needed to go through weeks of emptiness to understand the fullness of your worth. Now they're arriving with reverence. The moment they stop near you, you'll feel something rise in your chest. That's your intuition responding, that's your soul whispering, they're here. Let the energy unfold. Let it breathe. Let it speak. Type Amen to get blessing 1214, they won't knock loudly. They'll approach gently. They'll wait outside your aura, asking permission to re-enter. This is not for show. This is real, it took them everything to come here. Every road, every sleepless drive, every whisper to the stars brought them to this second. And now, it's all happening. You'll feel the sacredness in the atmosphere. Even the sky will seem quieter, the earth will seem more still. Type Amen to get blessing 1300. You don't owe them a future. But they hope for one. Not a repetition of what was, but a chance to grow something new. They want to walk beside you this time. Not ahead. Not behind. Equal. True, ready. Their journey toward you was heavy. But they carried it willingly. Because they knew who they were going toward. They will not ask you to trust them again. They'll show you why you can. Slowly. Sincerely. Type Amen to get blessing 1440. Their voice may tremble when they speak, not from fear, but from love. A love that stayed alive in silence. They won't bring flowers. They'll bring their heart. Unwrapped, unshielded. You may see tears. Let them fall. Let them speak. Let the energy tell the story. This isn't a grand gesture. This is a sacred arrival. And it was never meant to pass you by. Type Amen to get blessing 1506. Archangel Michael says, your life is about to shift in stillness, no loud bangs, no loud signs. Just presence. Someone looked for you when they didn't know where to go. And now they've found their way to your street. To your spirit, not because they're lost, but because they've been led. You are the answer they didn't realize they were praying for. You may have been waiting, but now, something is answering. And it comes with peace. Type Amen to get blessing 160, their energy doesn't feel the same. It's calmer now. Sharper. It carries clarity they didn't have before. You'll feel it when they stand near, the vibrations will change. Your intuition will glow, not out of fear, but from awareness. They aren't here to explain everything you went through. They're here to finally understand it. To feel what you felt, to hold space for what they couldn't before. This is a moment heaven arranged. Not to erase, but to elevate. Not to fix, but to evolve. Type Amen to get blessing 1744, their silence taught them what your voice meant. Their loneliness taught them what your presence gave. Now, they are arriving not just with heart, but with wisdom. You became more than a memory, you became their direction. The person they thought they could replace, but never could, the energy they thought they could avoid, but kept calling them home. They aren't stopping near you by chance. This has been a journey of soul, not of sight. They didn't follow a map, they followed a feeling. That feeling has led them here, where you are. Where they belong. Not to control, but to contribute. Type Amen to get blessing 1811. They are ready to give, not just receive, ready to serve, not just seek. Ready to heal, not just hold. You may not know what to say when they arrive. That's okay. Your silence will speak enough, the ground under your feet will feel different. Softer. Safer. Because destiny is realigning. And all they've wanted, all this time, was a chance to be who they couldn't be before. Type Amen to get blessing 1920. Their mistakes replayed over and over in their mind during these weeks. Every road they turned down, your name met them. Every silence reminded them of your absence. This time they're not asking for forgiveness, they're asking for truth. For something honest to build on. They've learned that love isn't about chasing. It's about becoming. And now they've become someone worth loving. They're not asking you to go back, they're asking if you're willing to go forward. Type Amen to get blessing February 2002. This car parked outside your life carries more than a body. It holds a new chapter. A sacred pause, a second beginning. You don't have to run to the door. Just breathe. Just feel. Let the energy reveal itself, let the connection rise again. Let the peace speak louder than the past. They see you now. Not through illusion, but through spirit. They see your light fully. Type Amen to get blessing 2133. Their hands, once closed in fear, are open now. Their mind, once crowded with noise, is clear. Their heart, once divided, is whole. They aren't here to repeat cycles, they're here to build something circular. Something full. Something aligned. They won't talk about forever. They'll talk about today, because today is where healing begins. Let this be what it is. Not rushed. Not forced. Just real. Type Amen to get blessing 2244. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks. With contributions of up to $20 they will stand still until you are ready. Not because they're weak, but because they've learned patience. Your rhythm is now the only one they want to follow. You may look at them and feel old emotions stir. But you'll also feel something new. A calm. A warmth. A sense that maybe, just maybe, this is what was missing. They won't reach out unless your spirit leans first, and if it does, they'll meet you there. In energy. In presence. Because they've searched everywhere. And no one felt like you. Type Amen to get blessing 2399. You weren't easy to replace. Because you weren't meant to be. You weren't just someone, they know that now. They felt empty in full rooms, they smiled in mirrors but never saw light. You were the missing center of it all. Their soul is here now, ready to speak through the body. You'll know by how they breathe near you. How they pause before every word, and if you allow this moment. The next few hours will carry peace like you've never felt. Type Amen to get blessing 2464. This isn't about falling in love. It's about rising into purpose. It's about souls meeting where they're ready, not where they once collided. You are no longer broken. You are whole. You are strong enough now to choose with clarity. And if you choose to open the door, do it with intention. Do it with alignment, not for history, but for harmony. They want to know the new you. The stronger you. The spiritual version you became in their absence. Type Amen to get blessing 2511. Their voice may sound the same, but their frequency has changed. You'll feel it. Not in your ears, but in your spirit. They will tell you they looked for you. That every road led back to your energy, and when they say it, you'll know they're not lying. Because something in your body will feel lighter. Something in your heart will soften. This is not a chapter, it's a shift. And shifts like this don't come often. Type Amen to get blessing 2633. The moment was always coming. Every heartbeat brought it closer. Every missed call, every forgotten message, it all aligned to now. They won't stay long if your soul doesn't allow, but if you give the signal, they'll stay as long as it takes. You are their safe place. And they've searched for weeks just to feel that again. To feel you. Now that they've arrived. The rest is in your hands, your heart. Your energy. Type Amen to get blessing 2714. Archangel Michael says, divine appointments feel like interruptions, but they are not. They are moments when heaven touches the earth through people, through reconnection. This person brings peace in their return. Not chaos. And that's how you know it's from God. When they speak, listen with more than your ears, listen with your light. Let their growth be their voice. You'll remember what was, but more importantly, you'll feel what now is. Type Amen to get blessing 2841. You don't have to do anything, just be. Let presence decide what words never could. The car outside doesn't just carry them. It carries your next test, your next lesson, or your next blessing. You'll know which it is. You'll feel it immediately, because your soul has never been wrong. They're ready now. And they're near. Let the story write itself. Type Amen to get blessing 3000. You don't need to look out the window to know they're there. You can feel the shift. The weight of 1,000 unsaid things settling into the air around you. They aren't rushing toward you, they're waiting for the right moment to be received. Every second they spend nearby is their way of saying, I'm here now, and I'm not disappearing this time. That energy speaks louder than 1,000 apologies. Their presence is no longer loud. It's sacred. They've learned that the soul doesn't need noise to be heard. The stillness they bring now is different from the silence of the past. It's not absence, it's attentiveness. They're watching your spirit, not just your eyes. Type Amen to get blessing 3111. This isn't a return, it's a restart. A fresh page with no pressure to write the old story again. You decide what's written now. They don't want to control your space. They only want to be allowed in. Gently. Fully, truly. And if you allow it, the energy between you will write its own language. No words, no force, just sacred recognition. You may feel your heart skip a beat when you stand near. That's your soul whispering. This is familiar. Type Amen to get blessing 3207. They carry the weight of what they've learned in the time apart. Not to guilt you, but to grow with you. This is no longer a lesson, it's an offering. You were always home for them, and now, they approach not as a guest, but as someone who's ready to stay and water what they once walked past. Every second they've been searching, they've seen you in everything, your energy haunted and healed them at the same time. Now that they found you, they will not ask for anything. They will offer presence, clarity, and peace. Type Amen to get blessing 3330. You won't need to explain who you've become. They'll see it. They'll feel the strength in your silence. You are not who you were, and that's the beauty of this moment. You are blooming in ways they never expected. Their arrival isn't about reliving. It's about respecting. Respecting who you are now. Respecting what it took for you to become it. There's something divine about what is forming, not because it's loud, but because it's real. Type Amen to get blessing 3424. You've learned to guard your peace. But don't forget, you were also born to recognize love when it returns matured. The car didn't bring back the old person, it brought someone new. Someone reshaped by the very roads that led them back to you. They don't want you to lose yourself for them. They want to add to who you are. Not rewrite it, just walk beside it. This connection is not about filling a void. It's about walking with fullness, side by side, without emptiness between. Type Amen to get blessing 3509. Their eyes will tell you everything you need to know. The softness in them is real, the clarity is undeniable. They may not even say I love you right away. But their energy will. Their stillness will. The way they don't need to leave will. This is not a performance. This is the result of weeks of searching, months of reflection, and years of quiet soul whispers. The person who once ran from their feelings is now standing in front of you, choosing truth over fear. Type Amen to get blessing 3620. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks, with contributions of up to $20. Let the wind carry your answer, let your peace decide what happens next. You are no longer guided by emotion, you are guided by alignment. They are willing to be patient, willing to take things slow, willing to match your pace. Not because they're afraid, but because they finally understand how sacred you are. And now that they do, they are ready to hold that space with you, delicately, daily, deeply. Type Amen to get blessing 3711. The car will eventually drive away, or it will stay. But the moment it brought was never about movement. It was about meaning. What happens next doesn't need to be rushed, let the spirit breathe. Let the energy linger. Because when God says someone has been searching for you, it's not for coincidence, it's for completion. For alignment. For divine pause, and now, it's here. Right in front of you. Ready for whatever you choose. Type Amen to get blessing 3840.